everyone, welcome back to episode 20 of the Craft Workshop podcast. If you're a new viewer, welcome. Today's episode is indeed a craft podcast. Throughout the previous month, I think it's been mainly vlogs, and if you're one of the OGs, welcome back guys. I hope you're all well and safe. That's the main thing at the moment, isn't it? So I'll just do a really quick intro if you are new to our little crafting community. So yes, indeed, my name is Dawn. It's the Dawn Stage channel, and for the last 20 years I've been living in the Netherlands, just outside of Amsterdam, with my partner Lawrence, our two boys Josh and William, and our fur babies Jack and Daxter. Jack's my Parsons Terrier and Daxter is our fluffy ginger cat. And as you can see, I'm an avid crafter. What I do is like a weekly kind of vlog of, you know, what our life is like in the Netherlands. You know, sometimes we go out, you know, we have a boat, we do all kinds of stuff, and then at least once, sometimes twice in a month, I try to go to my workshop, hence the name Craft Workshop Podcast, and film a podcast. And yes, you've gathered a knot in the workshop today. I'm in my craft room in the first floor of my house, because try and keep it really short. Today's Sunday, I can't remember the date, I thought it was like the 10th or 11th of July, and on Sunday my art centre, the art centre where my workshop is located, is closed to the general public. So therefore the main gates are closed, which limits the parking space. And yeah, it's not stopped raining all day just for something different. It's got to be the worst July in history here, and I didn't want to sort of be lugging bags and bags of stuff to the workshop in the rain. And secondly, Lawrence is playing hockey today, plays field hockey, and he's taken the little car, and because the gates are closed to the main parking, I'm left with we've got like a 7-seater family car, and I cannot park that tank in the little overspill parking. There's just no place for it, frankly. So I thought, do you know what, it's over a month since I did a dedicated crafty podcast. I'll just come upstairs to the craft room and film a bit. The craft room is really small anyway. It's in the UK, we'd call it the box room. It's even smaller now because it's doubling up as my home office right now. So I've got all sort of piles and bags around my feet and some stuff here, so you might see a bit of rustling, you might see the top of my head occasionally. I'll try and sort of edit long pauses out so it's not too awkward, you know, twiddle our thumbs. I forgot to bring a drink up with me, and that was really stupid. I might also pause to go downstairs and make a drink, we'll see. I did make some notes, and then what I thought I should do, I try to do this a bit more often now, because I forget some of you guys don't really watch the vlog, which is fine. Some of you are only here just to hear the, you know, the crafty stuff I've been up to. So I thought I'd have a think about what I've been up to in the last month, and you know, just to bring you up to speed, because even though I know, you know, you're here for the crafty stuff, when I watch a podcast, I like to get to know, you know, the person I'm watching. And yeah, I don't know, it's sort of like you sat down crafting with one of your mates, isn't it? So that's why I'm trying to do a little roundup of the week, so, or the month in this case. So if you've watched the vlogs, bear with me, you'll know all about my my last month, won't you? But yeah, so what's happened since is, yes, I've had my first vaccination, our vaccination program. I think there's over 17 million now in the Netherlands have had it. I had the Pfizer, Lawrence had the Pfizer, he's had 2. I'm having my second one on the 23rd of July. No ill effects whatsoever, so knock on wood, the second one is also plain sailing. Restrictions in the Netherlands have almost been lifted full stop now. I must admit, the first couple of weeks I was quite stressed about it, but it's amazing how quick you just go back to normal. I mean, the first week I was still, you know, wearing my mask everywhere, and I must admit, this weekend we've been out and about quite a bit, and I've not worn my mask once, although I've not felt I've needed to. If I was in like a crowded space I would do, but anyway, so restrictions are almost lifted. It's like, yeah, everything's pretty much back to normal, apart from like really big venues. I think there's still restrictions on numbers. So as I mentioned, the weather here has been awful. May was a washout. I think it was the wettest in history, recorded history. June was quite nice. So we, as I think I mentioned, we've got a little boat that we don't keep at the house. We have got a canal behind the house, but it's not connected to a main waterway. So we have a little boat, a motorboat that we keep about, I don't know, 5-10 minute drive from the house. It's in a mooring, and we've managed to get out on there a couple of times, just pootling about local canals and the lake nearby. I've been filming veg cam. If you've seen that, I've been having all kinds of issues with things nibbling at my strawberries, so I'm not happy with that. However, I did manage to harvest a little handful of green beans, and my gosh, they were delicious. We ate them. What else have we been up to? Oh yeah, William's finished school for the school year, so he's on summer break at the moment. Lawrence and I were in work next week. Then we've got so we're in work next week, then we're off a week, then we go back to work for a week, and then we've got 2 weeks off, the first 2 weeks in August. We tried to take 3 weeks off just to sort of do things with William, although he's having a fine time with his friends. Hopefully the weather's going to be better. He's put down on his wish list he wants to go to some theme parks. Oh, if you've been watching the vlogs, you'll know I've got a dodgy hip at the moment, so let's see. Oh yeah, Joshua, some of you will know Joshua, my eldest. He's in Montenegro at the moment, having the best time ever. It's like 30+ degrees every day. He's swimming in the sea almost every day. Some more of the local guys have joined them. I think there's about 6 local boys out there now, 6 or 7 of them, you can imagine. And I think they moved into the city for a week or two. There's my friend Natasha, she's got holiday apartments out there, and then they've also got some like city apartments that I think they're investments, so they've moved to the city apartment. Oh my gosh, I hope he's having a great summer, because some of you know, he turned 18 last year in lockdown, and it was terrible, you know, he couldn't go anywhere. Oh yeah, Daxter, if you watch the vlogs, Daxter was sort of catnapped, we think. He disappeared for like a whole afternoon and a whole night, which is really not like him. My cat, from 4 o'clock in the afternoon onwards, my cat is telling everybody in the house that he wants to be fed, sort of verbally and physically. You know, he's prone to sort of nipping us when really he gets hungry. He didn't come home, and when he did finally come home, he was not hungry, which is not like him. And he wasn't sickening. You know, sometimes cats, they go off their food. He was picture of health. And since then, that was Thursday night, so today's Sunday, he's hardly left the house. He'll go to the garden. He's walked once with Lawrence and the dog, with Jack. They walked, the 3 of them together, and for the rest, no, he's not interested. So I don't know what happened to him. I think somebody sort of took a shine to him, and he's very friendly normally, and I think he's just probably, you know, early hours of the morning just created merry hell to be let out. So that's probably why he turned up about 2 o'clock in the morning. So that was very stressful, I must say. Yeah, I had a bit of a sort of yeah, a couple of days where I was really down, you know. I was quite down. If you're a regular with the vlog, you'll know last year, you know, we lost my dad, not to COVID, thank God, but yeah, he had a massive heart attack and just didn't pull through. And yeah, it was awful. I won't go into detail, but I managed to go over to the funeral because it was in one of those sort of phases of borders being open and then closed and open closed, and obviously, you know, the funeral was in the UK. I went alone, but still none of us have been able to go over and see the grave, or, you know, the kids have just not been able to say goodbye. And also Lawrence, you know, Lawrence was really close to my dad, so it would have been my dad's birthday last week. So I don't know, I've had a couple of days of being down, but you know, I'm fine now. It's going to be a whole year of firsts, really, isn't it? And then the other thing, I don't think she'll mind me mentioning it, because I'm going to bring it up now because there's a reason in the podcast. But one of my oldest friends, Joanne, she's battling, you know, with chemo at the moment. She's got quite a nasty case of breast cancer, and she's doing amazing. Like, my God, she's really tough. She had a second round of chemo. Obviously, one of the side effects of chemo is this goes. So which is why I'm going to raise something in the podcast. She won't mind me saying, but anyway, if you're watching, I love you, Joe, and I'll show what I was going to make for you. We'll see how that goes. Oh yeah, and then the other thing I was going to mention is, so if you know, in the vlogs, I put myself on a diet, and I've lost, I think, just almost 6 kilos, which I think 7 kilos is a stone in the UK. So yeah, I mean, you can't see it on me, but like all my pants, my tidy pants, are all, you know, fitting quite well now. I have got a closet full of like 1 size smaller and 2 sizes smaller, you know, in the hope that one day I would fit in those 2 or 3 sizes smaller. So I'm fitting nicely into my biggest size. Let's just leave it at that. But yeah, that's going really well. And I think that's about all I've been up to. If you watch the vlog and I've forgotten something, just feel free to mention below. I love it when you guys interact. It's so funny when you comment on each other's comments. So I've got a bit of crochet. I've got loads of knitting. Gone a bit crazy with the knitting to share with you. And I've got some incoming that I can share with you. And then, can you believe it? I've got a shop update, which is only for the Netherlands, but I figured you guys would like to see it anyway if you're outside of the Netherlands, because it's all stuff I've been up to in the vlog. So the crochet, since I'm at home, I don't always cart everything over to the workshop, because I don't tend to knit or crochet at the workshop. As you can see, there's a little bit of my yarn, and there's a big pile of yarn here, and they're in bags everywhere. But yeah, I only tend to crochet or knit in the workshop if I'm waiting for something to dry, like paint to dry or yarn to dye, or, you know, something that takes time. So yeah, I figured, well, I'm at the house now, so I can show you some stuff that I wouldn't normally drag over there with me. I keep mentioning this, but I will, I have put it on my make 6 bucket list. So I thought I reference it, but I've stopped showing you. But I thought, well, I might as well show you since I'm at home. Hold on, oh, I've got a crochet hook in it, so I'm going to just do a little crochet segment. I finally finished my round, week 2 of the coastal crochet picnic on the beach blanket. So round 2 was the waves and the edging, you can see. Round 1 was the gingham and the basket weave. Shouldn't go too close because it's not the tidiest of crochet. So I've finished. Sorry, it's in front of me. Now I've finished week 2. I'm spurned on now to start on week 3. So as you can see, there's no yarn attached to that. So I figured I'd show you. I think, if I remember rightly, I think that there's a bit more gingham to come in it, which it's not the easiest to do, but the effect, I don't know, what do you think? Oh, I love it. Absolutely love this. It's a little bit like Tunisian crochet, but done with a normal crochet hook. It's a free pattern. I forgot to mention at the beginning, where possible, I'll put links in the description box below of things, you know, that I'm working on, or where I've bought things, or even just names of stuff, so you can search for it yourself. So that's my picnic on the beach blanket, which I absolutely love. If you're interested, this was the hook that was caught in it. It's my 4mm, and as you can see, that's my logo. Is it upside down? I think I did that upside down. Yeah, there you go. That's, yeah, sorry. There's the, no, which way around? Can't see because it's back to front on the camera. These are actually custom made for me. They're bamboo handles. I've got a full set. If you're interested, because I'll mention it now, I'm running a make along with Jeanette from Crafted Clay Creations, and I saw these on my Instagram and had a set made for me. It's a whole set of crochet hooks. And then Jeanette saw them and she was like, oh, they're so nice. She had a set made. And then the owner of the company has kindly offered our viewers while the Mal's running 10% discount on your own crochet hooks if you're interested. And he's actually in Holland. It's a company called Vinyl Creations, but he does international delivery, and I understand that the postage is dead reasonable as well. So, you know, nice Christmas gift, advent gifts. I think there's 8 hooks in it, I thought there were. So, and because it's bamboo, they're really, really light. Absolutely a dream to work with. Loving this. And great Instagram accessory, you know. I've started every time I do a crochet post to make sure one of my hooks is in it. So yeah, the Mal, the make along, it's called Enchanted Forest Mal 2021. This little bag that's hosting some of my goodies. This is off Jeanette. Oh, how cute is that? She made herself one. Actually, she did have some in her shop as well, so I know a few people have bought them. I've shown you this before. What I didn't show you is, I brought it upstairs, is this is, ooh, this thing's falling here, bear with me. Yeah, this is going to, obviously I'm not entering my own Mal, but I am going to make something. This is what's going to host my, I'm going to make an enchanted forest scene in this bird cage. So you can see I've started doing this. The top is like this mushroom cap, which I will attach to the top of the cage, and it opens like this. And then I'm doing, ooh, hold on, how am I going to do this? I'm currently making a floor for it, although when it's finished I'm not sure how much of the floor you'll see, but I wanted as many sort of yarny things in there as possible. Oops, bear with me, the catch. Yeah, so I've been doing this just like a round base on this cheap from Stash variegated green yarn. So I'm just doing circle in US double crochet, and I'm making it up as I go along. Basically I'm doing everything's acrylic here except these are cotton. I think this is some Katona that had spare, and I'm just doing different sized little circles. So as I said, I want this to be like an enchanted forest. So in my little bag I can show you some bits. I already shown you some stuff I was working on. I've done a few more of these. I want to make loads of these, but I'm making like little wisteria sort of oh, hold on, I'm dropping things. I've not grabbed everything out of the bag. Like these little like trailing wisteria, and then I've done like different shades of browns and greens and different shades of, oh sorry, I'm not holding this well, of purples. This is all in cotton. There you go, you can see. So these are all going to be trailing from the roof of the cage in different heights. I need to make loads because I want to fill the whole roof of them. And then I've also started making, I've got a stack of these, I've just took 2 out of the bag, like these little ivy leaves. Oops, wrong way. I want to make like garlands. I really want it to look really whimsical and magical, and well, I can show you. I've shown you in the last podcast, but I'll show you again. The mouse. This is a tree stump. Got some toadstools. And I just find little odds and ends of tutorials on the internet, and this I just made up. I just made it up as I went. As I said, I don't know how much of the floor you'll actually see. I just want to cram it with things. It'll probably live at the workshop because, as I said, the art centre is open to the public, and oops, I'm dropping things. And I have got, Jeanette and I hosted a bird make along last year, so I've got a bird cage there with all crochet birds and stuff in it. And when I'm at the workshop, I leave it outside, and the amount of people who walk by and, you know, they just really enjoy looking at it. So yeah, if you want to join in, that's running until September, and some of the entries already are just amazing. If you Mousy Makes podcast, Helen, Helen has been doing like a whole story about the Enchanted Forest Melt. It's amazing, it really is. And she posts she does an update in a podcast every few episodes, but she posts like a couple of times in a week. She posts a new story of what, you know, the next installment of the story. I'm just captivated by it. It's amazing. I'll put a link to Helen's YouTube below as well. I must remember to do that. So that's all the things I'm working on. Now, if you do watch the vlog, I did say I'd show you this in the podcast. So I bought some yarn, bear with me, because I've dropped my yarn. I bought this yarn from my local sort of sorry, it's very professional, from my local like cheapy shop. This is acrylic, and it's from, if you're in the Netherlands, it's from a shop called Zeemans, and it's the it's the type Julia, and you can see €1.99 a ball. I bought this with a particular pattern in mind that I'd already downloaded, a free Ravelry pattern. I'll try and put an image here because I didn't print it off, like The Price is Right or The Generation Game, or one of them, of what I was going to make with these colours. And it's called The Last Rose of Summer, and it's a free Ravelry pattern by a designer called Jane Zane. I thought it is Jane Zane, yeah. Now the blue has been discontinued. There was only 2 balls in the shop, and I thought, no worry, I'll pick it up online. No, it's not online. And I've been to a couple of the other shops, the little branches. If I'm out and about, I'll pop in. None to be had. I think this has been going for a few years. So, and you know, I've got loads in my stash anyway. I've got loads of the pink, but I want the main colour of the blanket to be blue. So I'm so disappointed with that. So I haven't started it. I just fancied a nice granny square on the go, you know. So if you've got any recommendations for a nice sort of granny square blanket, or I could just make up as many as I can, and then do like just do like a nice cream border, or even the green. I'll see, I don't know, because I really like the look of it. It looks lovely. So that's about all the crochet I've got going on. So we can talk about knitting. I've got one finished object. Can you believe that? Ta-da! I've got a pair of socks. Not my best work, I must admit. I'm gonna have to put some extra stitches in. This is a free pattern. I did a test knit for these for Amanda from Crafting with Shutter Monkey. This is her, I suppose you could call them like vanilla socks. The pattern's called Scoosh, and yeah, it's free on Ravelry. This was new to me. This was oh, what's it called? Is it a twisted rib? I think it was. I never do twisted rib on my socks. And there was some, oh, the cast on was also new to me. I can't remember what it was now. Was it a German? I can't remember what the cast on was now. Not terrible, I'm not very well prepared. Anyway, I finished them. I posted a picture on my Instagram. The cuff is Lammys. I don't have the ball band, of course. I don't have the ball band. And the main yarn is by Telling Yarns. It's merino nylon mix, 75-25%, and this is the shade Rita Skeeter. If you want to have a look. Really enjoyed that. So I have a finished pair of socks. So because I'd finished a pair of socks, I thought, well, I'll treat myself. I'll cast on another pair of socks, because you always need a pair of socks on the go. But no, I ended up casting on 2 pairs of socks, and they're not even hose. So let me see. Let's show you which bag are they in. Here we are. They're in one of my bags, one of my reject bags. It's a reject bag because I forgot to put my label on it. So I thought I'll just keep that for myself. I don't normally use ribbon in my drawstring, but because it's my own bag, I figured I would. And sometimes I do plain lining, depends how the mood takes me. So anyway, in my reject bag, I've been itching to cast these on. Oh, and I tell you what, this is gorgeous yarn to work with. Oops, all tangled up. So here's the first pair I cast on. These are the Regia Tutti Frutti. These are cotton. I didn't realise that when I bought the yarn. And I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about cotton socks. My gosh, it's beautiful to work with. Quite a lot of stretch in it. It's nice, good stretch, and it's quite cooling. So I actually think they'll be really nice to wear. I've just done my normal vanilla sock pattern. I do a 2x2 rib cuff. I think that's the best one, works for me. Heel flap and gusset. But you can see it works up like a watermelon. Oh my gosh, I love it. I think there's is there like 5 or 6 colorways that they do in the Tutti Frutti line, so I'm definitely going to buy more. I'm doing mine on Magic Loop. These are 2.5 Knit Pro. I always use these. These are my go-to needles. And if you're interested, I should write this down sometime for you guys. If you're interested in my formula, my recipe, I wear a European 38-39 shoe size, which is a British 5 or 6 shoe size, and I've got cankles. Not gonna lie, I'm a thick ankled girl, and I cast on 64 stitches, as I said, on a 2.5 needle. I do 20 rows for the cuff, 50 for the leg, because I like to wear boots in winter, and I only wear socks in the winter. I do heel flap and gusset, and then I do another around about 50 for the rest of the foot, and then I do a toe decrease and a Kitchener. So that's my formula. If you'd be interested in having a written pattern of that, let me know. I'm sure I could create a PDF and host it somewhere for free for you. Not promising when though, but I'll do my best. And then the other pair of socks, I'm just throwing them on the floors if somebody's going to clean it up after me, which clearly they won't be, will they? The other pair of socks is, again, going with Regia yarn. This resulted in a couple of things. So a lot of the knitty crochet community are doing Christmas in July. It's a theme, if you didn't know. And I've said it before, I have a Zoom knitty group that I join on a Thursday night, and also I think it's the first or second Monday in the month, another knitty group that or crochet group that I join in the month. So Angela, who's knitting on the farm, she suggested in the two groups, why don't we do our own Christmas in July you know, make along just for fun. So I already had a mind to do Christmas socks, so I thought, why not? I'm going to do that. So I'll put a link to the hashtag. You can join in if you want, it's only for fun, or you just go and have a look what everybody's making. So I wanted to try this for ages. This is again by Regia from Arnie and Carlos design line, and it's the Perfect, not perfect, Perfect socks. So you get a pair of socks out of this, and you have to knit from the center, and then it you know, it basically tells you what's coming next. So you just knit and knit. I've done a vanilla. You just knit, and then till the green, the cuff, till the green runs out. Then you knit your sock till the green appears. Then you knit your heel, knit your foot, and then at some point more of this green will appear, and then that will be your sock. And then you cast, and then you just keep pulling it till you get to more yellow in the middle. Snip it off, cast it on, and then technically you'll get a almost perfect pair of socks. Because yeah, I haven't got a pattern pair up here with me. yeah, I mean, I never try and match my socks up anyway, but I love this self-patterning yarn, and I thought the colours are really Christmassy. And with the knit along, I'm just putting a progress keeper in so I can post, you know, how much I've done. It's one of Jeanette's stitch markers. How cute is that I got from her? So yeah, had to knit on a second pair of socks. As you do. Oh yeah, and I thought while I'm at home, because again I don't cart this off to the workshop with me often. I'll put this up here. I keep mentioning this, but it's, I'll put it on my make 6, so I'll have to finish it. Which is, oh, bear with me, patterns all crumpled now. Sorry guys, I'm not very organised. Where is it? Oh, this is the wrong pattern. I don't know what that is. Well, I haven't got the main picture of it, but you can see this is the J sweater, which again it's okay to show the pattern because it's a free. Oh, here's it. This is it. Here it is. I never had it. So this is what I'm trying to make. This is the J sweater by Rachel Brockman. I cast this on ages ago. And then if you watch the vlog, you know I've had a frozen shoulder, but I put it on my make 6. So I figured I'd show you because I think I'm like half an inch off splitting for the sleeves now. So again, this is cheap acrylic yarn from Zayman, where this yarn's from. But this is a different brand called Royal and Stash. I figured I'm not really experienced at doing colour work. In fact, I think this is the first colour work I'd ever started thinking about it. I'm pretty sure it is. And so I thought, free pattern, yarn from Stash. If it's a disaster, it's not cost me anything except my time and probably some tears and a few sweary words. And but no, I've absolutely loved it. So as you can see, I'm almost done with the yoke. Can't stretch it out because stupidly I didn't put it on long enough cable, but I'm going to start on the body soon anyway, so that'll be fine. But yeah, that's the yoke. If you can see, I'll try and stand up a bit. Oh, absolutely love this. My shoulder is, I think that's how much I've knit on since I last shown you. So done a couple of inches. So slow goer. Yeah, my shoulder is starting to get much better. I'm having a lot of physio treatment, although I'm having to watch it because I've got a few niggles lately. But I figured I'd show you. If you fancy having a go yourself, you know, just try. If you've got something from Stash, have a go. So yeah, that's the Rachel Brockman J sweater. Let me put this back in the bag, otherwise I'll lose it in all this mess in my craft room. Oh, how are we all doing? Talk amongst yourself. Don't worry, we're getting there. Actually, oh, I need to just pause the video a second because we're at 30 minutes and then my editing goes weird. Hold on. Right, I don't know what it is. If I film over 30-40 minutes, all the voice and the sound, the lip sync goes out of sequence. I don't know how to fix it, so I figured, well, I'll just keep an eye on the time and pause it. J sweater. Oh yeah, and then I think the other thing I spoke about in the last podcast, what have I done with it, was the year of dishcloth that I'm doing. It's like an all year yes, here it is, knit along, and it's by I'm doing it through Instagram, and it's by the Kitchen Sink Shop, and every month you sign up, and then on the 1st of every month in your inbox you get a free pattern from her. I'm not sure if they're on Ravelry. The designer's called Garlene or Garlane. I think in the last podcast I spoke about the June one, which was Ripple, so I've done it, and I'm sorry, it was just from Stash, so I don't know what the yarn was. That it's cotton, but this is the pattern. It's called Ripples. I've not blocked it. I mean, it's a dishcloth. I must say, I think this is one of my favourite patterns that I've done so far. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. Oh, I've got a couple more here I can show you in case you're interested. One of them's in my dollhouse as a blanket. I think that's the first one. Now, I don't remember what the names are of this, so you'll have to just excuse me. That's one of them. Actually, I love the effect on that, but it wasn't my favourite to make. This was, I don't know what this one was. All cotton. Obviously, this is February's. Bit lace work. Valentine. And then there was just, I think it's May, twisted something, which I really didn't like. So I've left that on the back burner. So I've done 5, and I didn't do the 6th, the May one, and then I've just cast on 7, and I wasn't expecting this. It was like quite nice. Shake it up a bit. This is Bloomin', which makes me wonder if Garlene's actually Dutch, and then if she is, then Garlene is exactly how you pronounce her name. But Bloomin' in Dutch, obviously living in Holland, I know a bit of Dutch, is flowers. So, and it's a colour work one. So this is what I've cast on so far, and you can see they're like little flowers, like rows of flowers. And this actually, this is some of the scapias, Katona, that I bought to do the wisteria, and then I realised I've got a load of balls of this in stash, so I thought I'll just do a dishcloth in it. And then I had one of these little cheapo, oh, they're all falling out, one of these little cheapo mini cotton sets that I bought a couple of years ago from the like the bargain shop, the Action in Holland, and I thought, well, I'll just use them up. So yeah, really nice, really pleased with that. It's quite cute. I don't know if I'll stick to the same colour flowers every time, but anyway, again, Knit Pro, interchangeable. I have something to say about these. There was one of the Knit Pro numbers, and I can't for the life of me remember what number it was, and so many people have said the same thing. I think it was number 3. For some reason, the fixed wire in the number 3, awful, just catches on everything, and I complained about it, and so many people said I had the same thing. So where possible with the Knit Pro, I would suggest trying not to go with the fixed wire. So to the dishcloth. Yes, I'll talk. So the reason that I brought my friend Joanna up was I decided to cast something on, but never do lace work when you're tired. And I haven't got a great picture of it, so you'll have to, I think this is probably the best one. I cast on this Lacy Leaves hat by Mary Wilder, which is a free Ravelry pattern. So that's the pattern, and from stash, I'm doing it with, I haven't got the ball band yet, again, I'm doing it with Alize Cotton Gold, and I thought, I'm loving this. I'm having, oh, there's my, I was looking for my candy cane stitch marker, I was looking for that from a knit along, anyway, there it is. I don't know why I've got it on here. So I was having a fine old time knitting this, lovely, working up a treat, and then realised I'd gone wrong. Where is it? And then the stems of the, I can't even see it now. Yeah, here. The stems of one of the leaves was like, that doesn't look like it's in the centre. Look, I don't know if you can see that. So I'm in a dilemma. Shall I just carry on? I've got the right number of stitches. Would it be dead noticeable? Or shall I frog it and start again? I don't know what to do. I'm in half a mind to just carry on, because frankly I don't think Joanne will mind. And if I hadn't pointed it out, she wouldn't even know what I was talking about. Yeah, look, there's one of the leaves there. I don't know if it's just me being a bit sort of anal. You know what, when I look in it on camera, I think it is just me. let me know what you think anyway. So, because I really like it. Chances are she'll probably only wear it in the house, and hopefully her hair will grow back soon so she'll never have to wear it at all. Or by the time I finish it, her hair has grown back. Wouldn't that be something? Oh, so now we're moving on to the bee section. One of the reasons that I've not got many finished objects is I've just had a little cast on party. I've just been casting everything on that I've fancied, and I've started to get a bit annoyed with myself actually that I'm not finishing anything, which I'll explain in a minute. But I cast on something else like you do. This is a really, sorry, it's a really bad picture because my printer was playing up. This is a humblebee shawl that my lovely friend Karen from Stitches and Jacks gifted me this pattern because she knows I love bees. And Karen said, do you know, I'll should we cast it on together? I fancy doing that myself. I said, great idea. And then I shown it to Jeanette, who's also friends with Karen. And Jeanette, obviously being a Manchester gal herself, the worker bee is the symbol of Manchester. And I think you've gathered, if you didn't know it already, I'm from Manchester originally. I love all things bee. So Jeanette said, I fancy making that. So we decided to cast it on together. So here's what I've cast on. Doesn't look much. 387 stitches on that. And all I can say is I'm really grateful that Karen's doing it with me, because I've asked her about 4 questions already and I've only just cast on. Oh, and then you have to use, well, they recommend that you put like a stitch marker every 10 stitches. My gosh, you need it. And I've put this is so I know what's the right side. It's a little stitch marker off Karen. Isn't that lovely? I think that was off Karen. I've got about 3 or 4 bee markers. Oh, I forget now. I thought it was Karen, but it could be from Cheddar. Anyway, so I've cast on the humblebee, and we're also going to kill 2 birds, or we're going to kill several birds with 1 stone. If you're interested, this is what I'm using. This Drops Karisma, which is 100% wool, and these are 50-gram balls, and I think you needed 600 meters, I thought, for the pattern. Oops. And there is 100 meters per ball, so I bought 7 just to be on the safe side. You never know. And these so these bees in that, they do recommend that you swatch one of the bees to try, which Karen did and it looked beautiful, so I need to do that. So that's what I've cast on. But keeping with the bee theme, are you ready for this? I can't even tell you how thrilled I am with this. Now I'm going to show you, because it might look a bit wonky when it's not on. So I'll show you not on, and then you can see it does look much better when it's on. I'm not blocking them because they're fingerless mittens. But are you ready for this? Da-da! Only one fingerless mitten. These are the Be Creative mittens that I've been knitting for months and months. Finally got round to, oh, my hands are all sweaty. That fan's not working, is it? You don't want to know how hot it is in here. I'm melting. I put it on. Now, it's not my finest work. It's a bit rough around the edges, but do you know what? I don't care. I absolutely love them. How nice is that? And it's got a little sort of flower motif on the palm. And how am I going to show you this without twisting my... Can you see that detail on the thumb as well? Oh, absolutely love them. I can't tell you how pleased I am with these. Oh, they're just beautiful. I really want to cast on the second pair, but this has actually caused really bad RSI in my wrist. Just take it in. Should we all admire my bee? Fast forward if you want. This, oh, I'll take it off because I'm sweating. Oh, they're a bit warm. This is actually a yarn that I dyed myself. So you can see that blue has got a little bit of yellow green tones in it, and then the yellow, it's like a vintage yellow. Oh, I think you're supposed to show floats, aren't you? Should I show you my floats? There's my floats. Feel like a professional knitter now, can show you my floats. So yeah, as soon as my wrist is rested, I'm going to cast the next pair on. So these will be ready for autumn, winter. Oh my gosh, I can't tell you how thrilled I am with them. So happy with them. So I think that was everything I needed to, felt the need to share with you. Let's see. Yes, that was it. It's quite a lot of knitting, eh? Oh, I think in the last podcast, I think it was, I said I would do a dollhouse tour, and I did a really quick one. So if you want a good look around, you'll have to pause the video because it was whirlwind. I'll try and put a link at the screen, or if not at the bottom. So yeah, little dollhouse tour. I can talk about incoming now. So the first thing for incoming is, oh sorry, I need to adjust my dicky hip. It's not really mine. Lawrence has got himself a new toy. If you're wondering what these green things are here, I'll show you. That's one of those Chinese lucky cats, and I think that's a dog, some kind of dog. Yes, you got it. Lawrence has got himself a 3D printer, and I think it's a laser engraver, but that part of it hasn't come yet. It's having all kinds of problems with it. He can't get it to work properly. He's so frustrated. But anyway, the reason I'm telling you about it is I've given him a list like this of things I want printing for my dollhouse. You can get like candlesticks, picture frames. I've seen this gorgeous like a wrought iron bed. Obviously I'd have to, I'd have to paint it all, but I understand that you can just use acrylic paint on these and they work fine. And I must admit, I thought it did need loads of sanding, but that's actually quite good, isn't it? It's good quality, that. I'm really happy with it. Well, he is, if he gets it working properly. And I think he said it does this kind of stuff, what Vinyl Creations, what Bert is doing, I think. Although I'm not going to go into my own line of crochet books. A bit busy. Anyway, Lawrence is enjoying it. It's a new toy for him. So yeah, that was one of the incomings. He got a 3D printer. So if and when he makes me some dollhouse stuff, I'll be sure to show you that. Okay, so I had another incoming, which I wasn't expecting, and I haven't got a picture printed off. As I said, my printer's not working. So I'm going to put another picture here of them. And this was a complete surprise. This was from Lauren, who's Nitty Natty New. Also has a podcast, and she's on Instagram and Ravelry and everywhere. In one of Lauren's podcasts a while ago now, she shown some socks that she was working on. She does her own patterns, gorgeous. And these are the Playground Days socks. And then I just pestered Lauren, every couple of weeks, like, where is that sock pattern? When is it coming out again? To the point that when she released the pattern, she gifted me the pattern, so I was beyond thrilled. And that's why I want to get these whips finished so I can legitimately, with good conscience, start on these socks. I am so thrilled. Jeanette actually really liked them, so I paid it forward because Lauren had gifted me the pattern, which I was thrilled to bits with. It was so kind of her. So then I paid it forward and gifted the pattern to Jeanette, because Jeanette saw them. She went, oh, they're gorgeous, those socks. So she's actually, I think she's almost made the first sock. So which leads me on to a bit of incoming and a bit of shop update. So I'm going to show you, I've already chosen the yarn I'm doing for it. I dyed up a skein for myself. It was an experimental one because I've been dyeing in batches of 2s, you know, it's just for fun. And I had one skein left that had soaked, and I was like, what am I going to do? So I thought I'm gonna dye up some yarn for myself to make Lauren's socks. So this is called Sky, or Summer Sky, I'm tempted to call it. You can see I absolutely love this. Oh my gosh, like seriously, I love it. Look at that. Oh, really love it. Now the only reason that I didn't dye more up is, firstly, as I said, I didn't have any soaked already and I was about to go home, and I was in a mind to pop this in the shop, but then I saw in my haste, because it was at the end of the day and I was so tired, I hadn't mixed my dye up, so there's some unintentional flecks that I just don't like. I didn't want flecks in it, and I thought, well, I'm not going to sell that, but I thought, well, I will show you, because I was dyeing for myself but also for the shop, but this is what I'm going to knit those socks in. This is Lammys Running. If you're interested, I think this is a new shade. I got this from the market from my wool guy. It's I think that's the colourway 020, and yeah, it's 75% wool and 25% polyamide. You can see, and these, at 50 gram, you get 210 meters from them. I always buy the Lammys for my contrast. I love this wool. Let me just wrap this back up. I've been dying to show you this because I didn't put it in a shop update. Oh, sorry, I can't stop admiring it. Oh, how lovely is that? My hands are all sweaty now, so I can't skein it properly. Anyway, let's try and wrap it as best as we can, and then I'll show you what it looks like with the pink. I cannot wait to cast these on. I'm so excited about this pattern. And Jeanette has she said, oh, the pattern's so well written, so it's lovely to knit. Okay, let's see. I've not done a very good job of this. Sorry, my hands are all sweaty. I should know what the temperature was so I could tell you. Right, that'll do. So here we go. There we go. What do we think, guys? Let's do like that. Oh, so that's what I'm knitting the playground days socks on. Can't wait. That'll be for the there's a frill around the cuff, and I think I'm going to do contrasting heel and toes. So watch that space. It'll be a while yet, because now I've got this painful wrist. I've got to pay attention to that. So that's some incoming. And then I did, as I said, I went to the market and I bought some wool, and I said I'd share it with you on the podcast. So I've left it all in the bag. It's been really good. So that was what I bought. That colour is beautiful. I've actually got, I bought this a while ago. I'll show it you now, because I don't think I've shown you how gorgeous is that as well. I didn't buy that now, but I bought that for stash. Just these Lamy colours are just beautiful. So again, Lammys, I use this, but I'll show you anyway, because I've used this on a few socks. Actually, do you know what? Thinking about it, I have got one sock in this bag I can show you, but I've used it on already. So I'll have to do another pair on this. Oh, again, this is my hand dyed yarn. One I dyed for myself, not for the shop. Look at the speckling in that. How nice is that? These are actually Lindsay's Flight of the Bumblebee socks from Stitch Create Love. The pattern runs all along the foot, but because I like to wear mine in boots, I didn't want I wanted a smooth foot. So this is my own sock, but this, that's that Lammys. So if you're interested, because I kept losing the, every time I show you these socks I lost the ball band. So you can see the colourway is 014. You can see that. So I'm running low on this. I use this a lot. Oh, I've got 3 pairs of socks to finish. Dawn, what are you doing? Also, brand new, again, Lammys. Oh, I can't wait to get working on these. I don't know what the pattern is. It's self-patterning yarn. It just says new running again, but this is colour 421. Look at that. How gorgeous is that? Oh, I can't wait. I'm dead into my socks again at the moment. I'm so into socks right now. And then this is for autumn. So, and there's a picture of this. I've used this before. This is Alize Superwash. 75% wool and again 25% polyamide, and the colour is 4447, if you can see it. And this is the pattern, you can see. These are going to be my autumn casts on. Oh, I can't tell you how lovely. I just want to knit socks. That's all I want to do. I was thinking, well, I'm not going to get distracted. Just let me finish showing what's in the bag. And then he was selling, the woolman, he was selling loads of these. I think they were like €1 a ball. I thought, well, I'm going to get ready for autumn, you know, for doing all my pumpkins and stuff. This is a brand called Populair. It's all 100% acrylic. I don't even know. Oh, it's Dutch. It's a Dutch brand. Yeah, if you want to have a look, it feels really nice. It feels a little bit like Stylecraft Special DK. That's what it feels like. Let me show you all of them together. So these are the colours I picked up. Aren't they lovely? They're all for like pumpkins and leaves and little projects. I like to have a stash of you know, like oranges and stuff in for like seasonal crochet or knitting. If you like this stuff, I'll quickly we've got time. I'll quickly show you the numbers if you're interested. So this is like a forest green in 79. It's quite true. The colour's quite true. Actually, I mean, I'm cramped and hot in here, but the lighting's good. This is 86. It's like that mustard yellow. It feels lovely. Do you know what? At €1 a ball, I should have grabbed a load of this. This is like a rusty brown, 66. Oh, that's gorgeous. Do you know what? If I go again on Friday, I'm going to see if he's got any left. I'm good, because these would be great for hats and mittens and stuff. This is 84. Also like a chestnut brown, and then the last one was this orange. I thought this was great for pumpkins, which is 74. Yeah, so I don't know if you'll be able to get that where you are. Populair, lovely, really nice. So I said I would show you if you watched the vlog. Let me pop them back in the bag. Not that I need any more wool, but you know. And I think that was everything for the incoming. Yep. I can talk about quite a few mals, because I'm going to enter some of the stuff that I'm working on at the moment. Is I'm going to enter them into mals as well, and I'm going to double dip, so I'll tell you about them as well. So obviously mine and Jeanette's. We want you to join in for that. I really need to say this. If any of you are running your own small business and you'd like some exposure and you want to donate a little prize, either a pattern you've designed or a bit of yarn you've dyed or a project bag or anything, it doesn't have to be yarn related. If you would like some publicity and promotion for your business, if you want to donate a prize for the Enchanted Forest make along, get in touch with myself or Jeanette, and we'd love to include you and also really promote, you know, what you're working on. And the make along is running all the way through until September, so if that's something you'd like some support on and you want to do a little prize donation, let us know. We'd love to have you on board. The more the merrier, as far as I'm concerned, because, you know, the more entries we have and then the more prizes we've got. It's really, yeah, it's nice, isn't it? I've won make along prizes in the past, and I can't tell you how much joy they bring. Oh yeah, and also, so don't forget, you get that this is a 10% discount on custom hooks anyway, and Vinyl Creations Bert, the owner, has donated a prize as well to the make along. So automatically there's a goodie prize from myself, a goodie prize from Jeanette, and Jeanette makes really good prizes, and I try to make nice prizes, but Jeanette's a better sewer than I am, but you know, we try and, you know, make it nice. And Bert's got a cracking prizes donated, so yeah, the more the merrier. Join in, love to hear from you. So the other things, so I already mentioned the Christmas in July. If you want to join in or just have a look, I'll tell you that that's hashtag, again, all written below, but it's YACJ 2021. So if you want to take a look at that, and then Angela, Knitting on the Farm, who mentioned, she's also running a make along, which I'm gonna double dip or triple dip or quadruple dip on a lot of things. Hers is they're all hashtags. These are Instagram hashtags. Some of them might be running on Ravelry as well, I'm not sure. So Angela's is gifting through the year 2021. My bee shawl, I'm entering that into Karen, sorry, not Karen, in Ruth Loves to Knit, and she's hosting a joint count with Little Monkeys and me. So I'm going to enter my bee shawl into her their Across the Pond shawl cow, and then I've already entered my bee mittens, but I'm going to enter way more things into Karen Stitches and Jack. She's running a make along that you can finish any outstanding whips or kits or stuff you've got going on. So that's S&J Finishing Kits and Whips Mal. And then also another one that I'm doing, they're not wrote it down. Have I ever written it down? Oh yes, here, I wrote it down. My J sweater, Christine, who's Sweet Lavender Knits, she's running SLK, Sweet Lavender Knits, SLK year-long garment along. So if you make knitting, or I think crochet as well, a garment, not a shawl or a scarf, it's got to be an adult size garment, you can enter hers. I'll leave links. And then the other thing is, oh yeah, which I'm also need to start tagging more often, but Ellie, who's Craft House Magic, she's also doing the craft 20 a day, and I've actually been following her 20 a day sort of methodology, where you just allocate 20 minutes of your day just to work on stuff, just to sort of slowly get on top of whips and stuff. So you, if you're doing that, you join in Ellie's hashtag too. So I think that was it with the mals. So I'll just do a little shop update. Yeah, so as I said, because of all the postage costs and everything, I'm only going to be posting within the Netherlands, so I'm really sorry about that. But at some point I will, you know, when things settle down and, you know, not stamp duty, border tax and paperwork is, you know, under control, then I'll open up again. But I can show you, I put some bags in there. So this is This is my favourite fabric. This is like William Morris. This is just a plain bag, and they're all, oops, where is the, oh, I've lost the end of my string. Where are you? Not good, is it? There, sorry. Drawstring bags. And then I've got this nice polka dot one. These are all medium sized bags. This is just plain inside. Some, as I said, depends on how the mood takes me. If I do a patterned inner. This one's sold. They all come with my little label as well. But I've got more of this fabric. See, I've got pink gingham in that one. Get quite a lot in them actually. So there's some bags in the shop, and then I've also got I can show you this sold, but I've got another one cut out to sew up, so I'll show you the fabric, because if you're in the Netherlands, keep an eye on the shop update. Next one, love that one. I'm only just putting little bits in, not massive updates. And then I can show you in person the yarn that I dyed. I'll just pop it here so I'm not bending down. Sorry, rustling. This is sold out. I had a couple of skeins of this. This is Earl Grey. This is all like 4-ply sock yarn. 75% merino, 25% nylon. Oh, I love this. So Yannicka, if you're watching, I hope you enjoyed yours. Yannicka bought one, and my friend Nicola, this is her, she's already bought this, but I thought I'm going to show it you, because I had two colourways, Victorian Christmas, and they've sold, but I'll be making more, you know, it's just a hobby, small batch dyeing. Love this, got 2 skeins of this. This is feeling festive, and I must say the speckling on this is just, oh, I love it. And it's got like odd little blue flecks in, little speckles. And do you know, I know it's my hand dyed, but I'm quite impressed with my dyeing. I managed to get like the fades running through them. I'm not gonna undo them because, as I said, I've got really sweaty hands. Oh, it smells so good. And I get them from Germany, and they're mousling free. Made sure, I don't want any. This is I've got one of these left. This is watermelon, and again, oh, and the fade. Do you know what? I'm absolutely thrilled with these. It's really hard for me to let these go. You don't understand how hard it is for me to part with these, but you know, it's all part of the pleasure. And then I've got 2 of these. Again, I'm tempted to just keep one of these for myself. I've got 2 of these. This is a New Dawn, and this again, I've got really very subtle speckling, pink speckling running through this, if you can see. And then I've got the fade. Oh, I love it so much. So even, oh look at that, even if you're not in the Netherlands, I wanted to show you. I've got loads of colourways in my head that, you know, I'm itching to make. I actually put in a new order for some undyed yarn so I can make some more up. Oh god, I love it so much. I'm there in my workshop, and I feel like I'm Hermione, you know, making all my potions and bubbling away. It's great. And what I like to do, I like this is over dyed 3 times, so I'm not just sort of throwing a bit of yarn in the water and hoping it takes. I'm really taking my time on it, because I would hate for somebody to get, you know, a skein and open it and think, what's that? And what I've done on my Ravelry, the way I've twisted this, you can see that it's not very neat, this one. You can see more speckling on that. What I've done on my Ravelry, not my Ravelry, on my Etsy, do go and have a look, I'll put a link below. You get a picture of the skein, and then a picture of the unravelled skein, and then a little video, so you can see, you know. And I've filmed in natural sunlight. Oh, here's the other thing as well. Lovely Nicola. This was great. Nicola also bought some. Actually, Nicola bought the Victorian Christmas. She said she loved it, and her sister loved it too. So. But this is great. So because Nicola's in my village, I dropped the skeins off to her. I mean, it's ridiculous that she's paying postage. So obviously you go in and have a coffee like you do, and then I helped Nicola get started on sock knitting. Like me, she could knit, but she just couldn't knit socks. And I know if somebody could have sat down with me and just shown me, it'd have been off in no time. But I couldn't find anybody, you know, to just sit down with me and spend, you know, a bit of time, say, yeah, do this, no, change the needle that way. So anyway, I offered to help Nicola, and my gosh, now she's knitting all the socks. She's also become a sock addict. But she had her first pair, she's knitting these Christmas socks. So she gifted me 2 of these yarns, Christmas yarn from Hobby, which I've never seen here. Maybe they have it, I don't know, but anyway, I love it. And even though they look the same, they're two. This is colour 1 and then this is colour 3, so we think that the striping's different on them. And look at the stellina running through them. I tell you what, I'm doing all right for Christmas sock knitting this year. Oh, I can't wait. Well, I think that was everything I needed to tell you. Where's my little scrap of paper? Just double check. Yeah, didn't have anything else to talk about. As I said, I'll try and put links or references below. So sorry it was a while coming, this podcast. Don't forget, if you want to know more about what life in Holland's like, tune into the vlogs. And if you haven't already, if you did like the video, hitting the thumb, all the interactions that you do with the channel really help promote the videos and get me recommended. So if people are looking for crafty podcasts, I'll pop up, you know, as people who watch this channel also watch that channel, so it helps a lot. Things that you can do, so liking, subscribing, hitting the notification bell, and commenting, and obviously sharing the love. So yeah, I think that's all I needed to talk to you about. Thanks again for stopping by. Hopefully next time I'll be in the workshop, and I hope you're all well and safe. And if you are new, let me know how you found the channel and where you're from, and if you're one of the OGs, of course, you guys, I love to hear what you've been up to as well. So bye for now. Thanks for tuning in. Stay safe, take care, and I'll see you either in the next podcast or maybe a vlog. Bye.